thoughts. So I came in, saw the math lesson, saw the kiddos working. Just would love to hear what were your thoughts around the lesson.
Um, it was not as well planned as I wanted it to be. It was I did my main lesson, which was we're working on shapes right now. And this lesson was kind of thrown into it because we didn't have we weren't able to do it this morning during our it was kind of thrown together in there. So I didn't get to plan it as well as I would have liked to. But I'm trying to create an atmosphere where they're in math where the students are able to feel not so much as in the classroom, but it's just like a home type feeling with their friends, to different learning experience. um, I could have did some a few things different, a little planning different on a few things, but overall, I think it's good because I have everybody interacting, each scholar interacting with me throughout that lesson.
Right. So I'll add just a couple of things to that, then I have a follow-up question. So to give you some credit, Mr. Sullivan, in the area where we look at scholar engagement, I mean, I saw 95% of your kiddos engaged. That's very impressive for the end of the day after testing on a Monday. That's something that is impressive. It's near the end of the school year. You are up, you are teaching, you're walking around, you're checking on people. That actually makes a really big difference. And as a result, you had very high participation. To your point, there was only one student we can talk about later, but I don't think that was an engagement issue. I think honestly that was an academic issue. That's another conversation. But it's funny you say that because the atmosphere you've created is one of they want to practice, right? Like the kiddos are excited to see the problem. Even the part where I jumped in, they were interested. That says a lot to the environment you've set up, which leads me to last time you identified you wanted to work on 2B, establishing a culture for learning. Today showed a culture of learning. They wanted to learn. But anyway, going back to what you were mentioning, so talk to me a little bit about the planning piece. So what makes you say you wish you had been better planned?
Oh, it was something it was something I was out of the building on Friday, and then I just had a super busy weekend, and it was something that last night I just kind of like put together, just kind of was putting thought to process. And today I was just going to kind of run through to kind of see what it was look like. I think my questioning for the scholars could have been a little bit better. I had questions. I always make notes of things that I normally talk about for each lesson. I think that could have been a little bit better explained to the scholars today. I just feel like the whole overall piece it just needed some more thought process to it for the scholars, so that everybody is understanding what's going on.
Right. Okay. That well said. I definitely agree. Those were some of the things I noted. Were just my big question was what was the objective? I know overall they were practicing math, and I know me and you talked about it briefly, but that was a big question, and I think it does stem from the planning part.
The objective was I want them to be able to understand the word problems. I want
That's
them to
right.
be
Yeah.
able to read what they're reading, get an understanding, just not looking at the math itself, but understanding what's going on, because that one problem had 4 different sections to it. And I wanted to be able to distinguish, okay, all this plays the same part.
Yes. And so you picked an amazing question for that, because that second part, as you saw, was definitely the wording made a big difference. Life happens, right? Like I get it. You were working, you got 2 jobs going on, you got a lot going on at home. My background is math. I know I haven't done enough to support you in that area, but I will have no problem if Sunday night you shoot me a text, send me an email, say, "Hey, Mr. Osborn, I'm swamped." This is not something I would do every Sunday, but I'm happy because you've never done anything like this. But you know what? Hey, Mr. Osborn, I'm a little bit behind. I'm not well planned. I know I could plan better. Here's what I'm thinking of for tomorrow. Can you help me out? Can you